Hi, I'm Gary White for Channel 6, Central Kentucky Television. This is our political focus program, where it's an opportunity for the viewers to get to know some of the candidates who are running for office. And we are talking about the primary right now, which will be taking place in May. And today I'm talking with Kaelen Matthews, who is a Democratic candidate for Nelson County Sheriff. So thank you for being here. Tell us a little about yourself, if you would, Kaelen.
Well, first of all, Gary, I want to thank you for having me in this opportunity. A little bit about myself. I'm a lifelong resident of Nelson County. In 1998, I graduated from Nelson County High School, went to U of L, obtained a degree in police administration, then returned back to Nelson County in 2003. I was hired under then Sheriff Mike Newton. In 2011, I went into leadership under then Sheriff Stephen Campbell. I currently hold the rank of lieutenant, and I have a lot of different aspects in my job. So I'm our agency's evidence custodian. With the other lieutenant, I'm our agency's evidence custodian. Along with that, of course, we have other responsibilities, reviewing reports, things of that nature, and I'm in charge of a whole platoon. So that's a little bit about myself on a professional level. Individual level, I'm an avid outdoorsman, love being in the outdoors. I'm big into the koi hobby. So that's a little bit about myself on a personal level.
So koi fish?
Koi fish, yeah, love them, yeah.
Very good. So also tell us, why did you decide to run for Nelson County Sheriff?
Well, of course, I always wanted to be in law enforcement since a little kid. But why I decided to run for Nelson County Sheriff is because throughout my whole career, since being in the leadership role, of course, I've continued to build on that. And I think I'm prepared at that level to serve as your next sheriff.
So tell us, what is the job of sheriff? What does the sheriff actually do?
Well, the job of sheriff has very many different components, okay? Of course, the law enforcement end is what a lot of people see, but the actual job of sheriff, your primary duty is tax collection, okay? Then you have your election duties and your service to the courts. So as we move on with the campaign, I will elaborate more on those individual aspects of that job. But like I said, it's a lot more. It's a different component than a regular police agency. Yes.
So, what would you say are some of the challenges currently facing the Nelson County Sheriff's Office?
Challenges, of course, staffing, manpower, but that also has to do with budget restraints and everything like that. But you know, you've got such a large county that you're trying to cover. So when you have 4 people on at a time. And you may have a call at the far end of the county, it may take a good while to get there. And I do have some plans to enhance that ability for proactive coverage as well as staffing. Yes.
Okay. And having been with the Nelson County Sheriff's Office for several years now, what would you say are some of the positives and advantages with the
positives? You know, currently you hear both sides of the fence, but all in all, I think the public has a good relationship with us. You know, you hear different aspects of it, but overall, I think the public really does respect us, and we respect them, and we value their opinion. That's one thing as a sheriff. Part of my vision in a leadership role is, you know, you're a public servant. You are elected by the sheriff. You serve the people as well as your deputies, and then also in another leadership capacity, we're going to build on the strengths of each other. Okay, so we're not coming in as a total dictatorship. We're going to build on the strengths of each other to better serve and protect the community.
Okay, if you were to be nominated for Nelson County Sheriff, which is a 4-year term, correct?
Yes.
What would be your goals, or what would you try to achieve in the first year or two?
Okay, yeah, good question. Okay, so the first year or two, I want to be able to enhance solving mid to upper level drug offenses. That's a huge epidemic, obviously, with the heroin epidemic, and the way I think we go about attacking that is through the internet. Okay, so you have your cyber crimes, your cyberbullying, you have your internet fraud, things of that nature. So if we enhance our detective section, being able to do that, because you're always going to have your low-level drug offenders. You're going to have your regular addicts, but in order to attack that, you have to be able to get into that mid and upper level drug traffickers. So.
And what would you say are some of your strongest assets personally for being Nelson County Sheriff?
Well, of course, I have a great relationship with my team. My the guys that I work with, as well as the community. I know, the different politicians as well as, regular folks on the street. There's no demographic that I don't get along with. So when you use that relationship in conjunction with my leadership philosophies, I think that makes me the best candidate for that position, yes.
Okay. I've been talking with Kaelen Matthews, who is a Democratic candidate for Nelson County Sheriff and will be on the ballot in May, and then the person who wins the primary in May will go on to the general election in November. And as we close, would you like to tell the audience why you would like for them to vote for you in May?
Okay, remember me in May. Consider the educational background that I have, along with my leadership philosophies, my dedication to the county. So when you go to that voting box in May, remember Kaelen Matthews, Democrat, Nelson County Sheriff. Thank you very much.
All right, this has been Gary White for Political Focus here on Channel 6 and Kentucky Television.